Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kazazek, and we welcome him here to Ruth Keller Gymnasium here in Pequannock, New Jersey, where the Pequannock Golden Panthers boys basketball team will have their home opener matchup against the visiting Parsippany Redhawks. Let's go over the team stats here from last season here. So let's pull that up for you guys. Unfortunately, I did not get the starting lineups for you guys, but they will be coming up momentarily from the announcer of this facility. So for the stats of the boys basketball team last season, they finished with a 19-9 overall record, good for a 679 winning percentage. And their record in the division was 8-2, good for an 800 winning percentage, finishing second in the NJAC Independence Division. And unfortunately, they clinched the 3 seed and were able to get the win in the first round against their rival Kinnelon, the 14 seed, but got upset at home against 6-seeded Crestkill in the quarterfinal round. So here we are as we get ready for the starting lineups. Both teams will also be entering this game 1-0.
Guard number 2, David Niedermeyer. At guard number 4, Caden Blackman. At guard number 21, Youssef Kasemi. And at forward, number 25, Alex Schmieder. And now, your starting lineups for the Pequannock Township High School Golden Panthers, coached by Brandon Horetsky, with a record of 1-0. At guard, senior number 4, Jack Capone. Senior guard number 0, Russell Ena. Senior forward number 3, Marcello Rapino. Senior forward number 5, Braden Benton. And senior in the middle, the center number 11, Seth Antovich. And now we please rise for action.
What's so proudly held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into our opening tip-off here on TJK Network, be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Subscribing is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to family and friends who can subscribe as we try to reach our big goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the 2025-2026 sports season. And this stream is brought to you by our official sponsors, Pulpit.com and TopWaterBastards.com. So again, both teams 1-0-0 on the season. Or excuse me, just 1-0. It's impossible to tie in basketball. Apologies for that. But anyways, be sure to check out the TJK shop. Link in the description below. It is tjk152.com/shop. And also be sure to follow our social media platforms. We're available on Instagram and TikTok. Both are at TJK Network. And also for more information on our sports network, go to tjk152.com/network. And there's our shop link. Again, all these links in the description below. So here we are as we get ready for our opening tip-off here. The home opener for Pequannock boys basketball, taking on the visiting Parsippany Redhawks. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So Parsippany will win the opening tip-off here. To start things off here, they'll get the first possession. So Parsippany looking set up here. And a shot here at the side, and Parsippany hits this one off the rim. Now Pequannock with the ball here. Braden Van Letten with it here for the Golden Panthers. Braden Van Letten gives it over to Jack Picardo. Picardo over to Seth B. Now Russelletta. Over to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo to Braden Van Letten, and now Seth B with it. Now Russelletta back with the ball here. Now Jack Picardo with it, taking the shot, and he hits it off the front of the rim. Parsippany running back here. And Parsippany with the layup here. They will strike first and get 2 points. Not sure what that call on the official was to the Parsippany coach, but we play on. Jack Picardo over to Seth B. Gets it over to Braden Van Letten. And now a shot here. And that one hits the rim. That shot was by Cello Rubino. And now Parsippany bringing this one back here. With 6:35 to go in our opening first quarter. And Parsippany taking a shot here. And that one goes off the rim. That was Caden Blackman taking the shot there for the Redhawks. And now Golden Panthers back with it here. Picardo bringing this one in. Picardo looking for a passing lane. He'll hand it over to Russelletta. Russelletta bringing it in here. Hands it over to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo taking a little shot there. That one hits the rim and a bit of the backboard. Parsippany back with it here. David Niedermeyer gets it over to Blackman. Blackman taking the shot, and that one goes off the rim again. But Parsippany still has it, going for the rebound here with a layup, and that one hits a bit of the backboard. And now Pequannock rushing in here. Braden Van Letten getting under, and he gets 2. So Pequannock on the board, and now the game's even at 2. David Niedermeyer with it, gets it over to Blackman. Blackman getting it over here to number 21, Yusuf Peseme here, and he gets 2 for the Redhawks. And now Pequannock bringing it back here. Cello Rubino with it. Cello trying to get in there, and he gets 2. Yusuf Kwasemi here, handing it over to David Niedermeyer. Being pressured there by Russelletta. David Niedermeyer trying to get a pass over to Alex Schmeider, but he's not able to get that one there, and it goes out of bounds, and the ball will go to Pequannock. Big student section here tonight, folks. All dressed up in a Christmas theme. It's packed tonight here for the home opener. Picardo with a shot, and he hits 3! Parsippany bringing it back here. It's Thomas Niedermeyer handing it off to his brother, David Niedermeyer. Now to Quasemi. Now over to Thomas Niedermeyer, trying to get in there, being guarded, but he gets a shot off. That one goes off the rim here, and we'll have a foul. So two free throw attempts coming in here for Parsippany Redhawks for our first foul of the game. The first one is good. And it's now 7-5. It's Thomas Niedermeyer who is taking those free throw attempts. The second one goes off the rim, and it will stay 7-5. So 1 for 2 for Thomas Niedermeyer. Now Pequannock bringing this one back here. Seth B with it here. Seth B gets it over to Cello Rubino. Now over to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo over to Russelletta there. Russelletta trying to get in there, and he loses that ball. We got a jump ball call. Let's see who gets the ball. It is going to be Pequannock still. So Pequannock remains with possession here, and you got a whistle here. It will be another foul, and this will be the first foul on the Parsippany Redhawks. So Pequannock with the possession still. Picardo taking the shot here, and this one hits the rim. Ball bouncing there, and this one gets knocked out of bounds. Let's see who gets it. It'll still be Pequannock's. So it'll be Russelletta here starting things off here. And now Picardo with it here. And this one hits the side of the rim. He's able to hold on to it. And Pequannock will go for another try here. Van Leyen with a shot. And he hits 3. So now Parsippany looking to respond here, down by 5. Shot here. And this one goes off the backside of the rim. That was by David Niedermeyer. Jack Picardo with it here for the Golden Panthers. Gets it over to Cello Rubino. Now over to Seth B, taking a shot from the side. That one hits the rim. And the rebound will go out of bounds, and Parsippany will get it. So now Yusuf Quasemi with it here for the Redhawks. Gets it over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Now over to his brother David Niedermeyer. Now over to Caden Blackman. Back to David Niedermeyer. David Niedermeyer. And now Blackman with it. Back to Niedermeyer, taking the shot. And that one goes off the back of the rim. Foul for it with the rebound. And this one's out of bounds. This one will be Pequannock's ball, as it was Parsippany who last had the possession here. Jack Picardo with it here for Pequannock as he takes it into Parsippany's side of the court. Shot here by Russelletta, and that one bounces off the top of the rim there. And now the Redhawks bringing it back over. 1:48 to go, and we're going to have a whistle here. And it will be a foul here on the Redhawks, an offensive foul. So those 2 points won't count. So now Jack Picardo with it here. Bringing this one in here, gets it over And now it's back to Jack Picardo. Now over to Cello Rubino. Cello Rubino, and we got a whistle. And it's an offensive foul here. Now on Pequannock, so now Parsippany's going to get this one back. So it was first with Parsippany drawing their own offensive foul, and then Pequannock, unfortunately, gets one themselves here. Now the ball's back with Parsippany. Shot here. Nice layup there by David Niedermeyer. He gets 2. And this game's now within 3 at 10-7. Jack Picardo getting it over there to Michael D'Amico. And now it's with Cello Rubino. Cello Rubino trying to get inside there, and he hits someone off the rim. Rebound, takes a bounce off the rim again in a bit of the backboard. And Parsippany will get this one back here with under a minute to go. And Parsippany with a shot here. And it'll be another offensive foul here on the Redhawks. So Pequannock back with possession again with 40.7 to go here in our opening first quarter. Both teams 1-0, and both teams in the NJAC Independence Division. So an important divisional game between these two teams here. Cello Rubino there, tied up, trying to get a shot off. That one goes off a little bit of the top side of the rim. And now the Redhawks bringing this one back here. Layup attempt there, it's blocked. And now, Cello Rubino bringing it back here with 10 seconds to go. Shot there by Jack Picardo, and he hits 3! Jack Picardo on fire to start off this first quarter. One final shot here at the buzzer from the Redhawks, and this one goes over the rim. And that'll do it here for our opening first quarter. An absolutely entertaining one to start things off in this game. So Pequannock takes a 13-7 lead, looking to build on it here as we get into the second quarter momentarily. So while we have a little timeout here, we'll go over a little studio update here. As we have girls basketball on TJK Network 2, Pequannock currently up by a score of 8-2. So 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in our first quarter. Again, Pequannock up by 6. Girls basketball also 1-0 on the season. So here we are as we get ready for our second quarter. So here we are as we enter the second. Pequannock up 13-7 after a pretty good first quarter here, looking to continue on here. So Thomas Niedermeyer making some moves before he hands it over to Blackman. Now over to David Niedermeyer. And a layup there, and that one goes off the rim. Jack Picardo taking a shot here, and that one hits the rim. So now Parsippany bringing it back here. It's Thomas Niedermeyer on it. So currently Parsippany with it here as he hands it away to Niedermeyer. Thomas Niedermeyer getting under here, and he gets 2 for the Redhawks. Jack Picardo bringing this one in for Pequannock. Jack Picardo over to Seth B. Seth B. And that one goes over the rim. Bit of the backboard there, looks like. And now the Redhawks bringing this one back. And this one's turned over here to Derek Sepiel. Now over to Russelletta. Now to Michael D'Amico. Now Jack Picardo over to Derek Sepiel. Shot here, and this one's no good as it goes over. Redhawks bringing this one back here, and this one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be the Redhawks with the ball still, as Pequannock was the one blocking. So Parsippany here with it again. Parsippany over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Parsippany now with it here at center court, slowly bringing it in to Pequannock's own end. And a shot here by David Niedermeyer, and he hits three. So it's a 1-point game, 13-12. Pequannock still up by just that 1 point. Derek Sepiel gets it over to Russelletta. And this one is turned over here. And Parsippany capitalizes off of that turnover and gets two. And now they're up by one, by a score of 14-13. So Pequannock now looking to respond here. Michael D'Amico over to Russelletta. Now to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo with it here. Over to Michael D'Amico taking a shot. And unfortunately that one also bounces off the rim. It's no good. Shot here from Blackman. And that one's short. And another try here by David Niedermeyer. Also no good. Russelletta over to Jack Picardo bringing it in here. Jack Picardo trying to get through there. And Pequannock able to hold on to it still near turnover. And now Russelletta taking the shot. That one's just short, hitting the front side of the hoop. So Parsippany looking to capitalize again. They do. And now they're up by three. So Pequannock looking to get themselves back even here. Jack Picardo has been on fire. Start off the first quarter, looking to continue on here. Maybe get a three to tie it up. Russelletta here with it. And a shot here. And Pequannock scores two. That was Seth B. And it's now within one. So Parsippany bringing it back in here. Shot here by Sanchez. And that one goes off the back of the rim. Michael D'Amico bringing it back here for the Golden Panthers. Now over to Seth B. Seth B taking the shot here. And he scores two. And Pequannock is back on top by one. Parsippany gives it over to Niedermeyer. Now Quincy Sanchez gives it over to Thomas Niedermeyer again. Thomas Niedermeyer looking to get in. And this one is turned over here. Jack Picardo on the break. And he scores two. 2:42 to go in the second. Shot here by the Redhawks. This one goes over. And now, Jack Picardo bringing it back here. And a shot here by Michael D'Amico. And that was so good. The rebound by Seth B. is good. And we are going to have a timeout. An absolutely electric second quarter to add on to an electric first quarter. So it'll be a timeout on Parsippany, so they'll be down to 4 timeouts. It's been a relatively close game in these 2 quarters so far, with multiple lead changes here between both these teams. Pequannock coming off a dominant victory against their rival, the Pequannock Colts, to open their season. That was on the road. That was by a score of 62-25. And for Parsippany, they're coming off a 56-21 victory against the Boonton Bombers. So here we are as we come out of this timeout. Parsippany with the ball here as David Niedermeyer brings it in here. David Niedermeyer gets it over to Quincy Sanchez, who lays it up here for 2. And now Jack Picardo bringing it in here. Over inside here to Seth B. And he's tied up there. We're going to have a foul. With 1:57 to go, it'll be the first foul of this quarter, and it's on Parsippany, and it'll be 2 free throws here for Seth B. And first one there is no good. We're going to capitalize on the second one here to go 1 for 2 at least. And Seth B at least gets 1 out of the 2 to make it 22-18 Pequannock. Thomas Niedermeyer giving it over to Parsippany here. And now Thomas Niedermeyer back with it here. Thomas Niedermeyer getting through, and he scores 2. Jack Picardo bringing this one in here for Pequannock. Gets it over to Michael D'Amico, but Michael D'Amico not able to hold on to it here. And it was turned over, but there was a whistle, so that won't count here. It was a foul on Pequannock. So Parsippany will have the ball regardless, even if Pequannock didn't turn over the ball. So Parsippany gets it over to David Niedermeyer. David Niedermeyer trying to lay this one up here, and that's no good, but we're going to have a foul. It'll be on Pequannock, and it'll be 2 free throws here for the Parsippany Redhawks. It'll be number 2, David Niedermeyer. And the first one is good. And David Niedermeyer will look to tie it up here on this second free throw attempt. And this one kind of bounces its way in and out here, and it won't be good, and it'll stay a 1-point game in favor of Pequannock. Michael D'Amico here, now to Russelletta. 1 minute to go here in the second, and Russelletta able to lay up for 2. So now Parsippany bringing it back here. It's a 3-point game here. And Parsippany tries to lay it up there from a little bit of a distance, but that one's going to go over the rim. And now Pequannock back with it here with 35 to go. Charlie Rubino, and he hits the backboard a bit. And about for this ball here. Rebound, and that one's no good. And the Redhawks bringing this one back in here with 20 to go. Shot here at the side, and the Redhawks get 3. And this game is tied at 24 with 10 seconds to go. Jack Picardo looking to get maybe one last shot off here for the Golden Panthers before we reach halftime. Here it is, and it's good! Oh my goodness, and the buzzer sounds. And Pequannock will enter halftime up by 3. Man, we just saw it with the girls basketball season and home opener. Emily Ziegler hitting one there with those final seconds right at the buzzer. Or excuse me, it was actually Caitlin Ziegler. Not to mix it up between these two wins. It was Caitlin Ziegler clutching up in that moment there on that buzzer to enter halftime. And now Jack Picardo does it here for the boys' home opener. So Pequannock will enter halftime up by 3, 27-24. Anyways, we will see you momentarily here on TJK Network as we enter our 10-minute intermission at halftime. My name is Todd Gazak here at Ruth Keller Gymnasium for Pequannock boys basketball home opener versus the Parsippany Redhawks. We will see you shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for our second half of the third quarter, beginning momentarily. Pequannock up by 3 with a score of 27-24. My name is Tyler Gazak. We welcome you back here on TJK Network at Ruth Giller Gymnasium for boys basketball's home opener matchup against the visiting Parsippany Redhawks in this NJAC Independence Divisional matchup. Continuing on here with these divisional games. Pequannock 1-0 in the NJAC Independence, and same for the Redhawks. Both teams' opening matchups were in the division, and of course, still in the division with this second game of the season. So here we are as we get ready for the third. So here we are as we enter the third. Pequannock will start here with possession. It'll be Brayden Van Land getting a nice pass here to Seth B. And now Russelletta with it. Over to Cello Rubino. Cello Rubino gets it over to Seth B. And he scores 2. So now Parsippany bringing this one in here, looking to respond here. Try to get some points here. But this game is relatively close here. Shot from the side. This one just gets over, hitting a little bit of that side of the rim. Turnover here at center, or nearly turnover, I should say. Pequannock able to hold on to it and get a shot here, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on that one, as this one's brought back by Thomas Niedermeyer. So it was turned over for a second, but Pequannock looked like he stole it back there. So near turnover there for the Golden Panthers. And we're going to have a whistle here. And this one's going to be turned over here to the Golden Panthers. So now Pequannock bringing this one back here. It's Jack Picardo with it. Now over to Brayden Van Len. Currently has it. Back to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo bringing this one in here. Jack Picardo taking a little shot there. And that one bounces off the rim. And now this one's taken back here by the Redhawks. David Niedermeyer bringing it across. Niedermeyer with it here. It's David Niedermeyer gets it over to Blackman. Now Kasemi over to David Niedermeyer taking a shot. And that one is no good, but the rebound is. And Parsippany gets 2. Jack Picardo with it here. Now over to Brayden Van Land, back to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo looking for some room here. Hands it over to Russelletta, taking a shot. That one's short, but Pequannock still holds on to it, looking for another opportunity here. Russelletta going for another try, and he gets it. 2 points here for Russelletta, and Pequannock now up 31-26. Pequannock looking to defend here. Shot here by Blackman. And he gets 3. So it's now 31-29. Pequannock still up by 2. Parsippany has been keeping this game close, looking to take the next step here and try to get another lead change here, which we saw a bit in the first and second quarter. as this one's turned over here, and Parsippany is able to capitalize on it, as we were just saying, and it's now 31-31 even. So tie game now. Jack Picardo with it here. Jack Picardo over to Charlie Rubino taking a shot, and this one takes a bounce here, and Parsippany able to get it here. David Niedermeyer bringing this one over, and a shot here under the basket, and Parsippany gets two, and now they will take a 2-point lead, and will now have a timeout here. So it will be Pequannock's first timeout, so both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. Here we are as we come out of this timeout here. So Jack Picardo with it here. Gets it over to Brandon Van Len. And now Seth B with it here. Pequannock down by 2. This one went out of bounds here, but it was knocked out by Parsippany, so Pequannock will remain with the possession. Brandon Van Len tied up there, and this one's turned over here. Stolen here by the Redhawks, and they do not get that there, that layup, but the ball's knocked loose here, and out of bounds. It'll be Parsippany still. Parsippany able to capitalize on that as they get another 2. So now Parsippany leading 35-31. Pequannock needing to look from behind here. And this ball is turned over again. Parsippany rushing in, and they don't get this one. Rebound though, no good. Third rebound try looked like, also no good. Pequannock got lucky there because I would have definitely broken this game a little bit open here and given more of a lead for the Redhawks, but Derek Sepio will take a shot here, and he misses this one. Brandon Van Len trying to keep it in balance, but the Redhawks take possession, bring it all the way across, and this one's going to be out of bounds. It will still be Parsippany's ball, as it was Pequannock that knocked it out. Blackman over to Alex Schmeider. And a shot right here. A little layup by David Niedermeyer. He gets 2. And now it's 37-31 Redhawks. Jack Picardo with it here. Picardo bringing it in here. Now Cello Rubino. Cello Rubino taking a shot here off the front of the rim. Cello Rubino holds on to it, gets it to Jack Picardo, taking a shot. This one takes a bounce off the rim. And the Redhawks now with a break here. David Niedermeyer, and he scores 2. Pequannock in a little bit of a drought here. Needing to score some points here. Parsippany starting to capitalize here. And we got an offensive foul on Pequannock. So that will turn the ball over to Parsippany. So, Kwasemi bringing it in here for the Redhawks. And this one is knocked loose, but Parsippany recovers and holds on to it still. High pass there, and we got a travel here, called by the officials. Pequannock will get the ball here. Derek Scipio bringing it in here. Gets it over to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo turns it over, but then he dives for that loose ball here. And we're going to have another timeout. It's been a rough second half here for Pequannock with this third quarter here. And they'll have to look to come from behind. Pequannock student section. Completely packed right there in that corner, supporting the Pequannock basketball team. But Pequannock in this third quarter have had troubles when it comes to scoring, and it's just been a sloppy game here. Nearly turned it over again, Pequannock. And on a second try there, it does get turned over here. So now Parsippany looking to capitalize again. Blocked right there by Braden Van Len. But Parsippany's still with it here. Kwasemi there gets it over to David Niedermeyer. David Niedermeyer gets it over here, and a shot here at the side, and it is three. So now it's 42-31. That shot was from Alex Schmeider, who hit that three. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter here. Shot here by Jack Picardo, and this one hits the front of the rim, just shy. And now Parsippany bringing it back here. Parsippany with a layup there. This one hits the side of the netting, and we got a foul. And it'll be 2 free throw attempts coming here for David Niedermeyer. As Parsippany, not only came back trailing to tie it up, but not even that, just getting the lead again, but also just have expanded on it and just have continued to put pressure on Pequannock here when it comes to scoring here. As once Parsippany took the lead here, they are extending onto it here. So David Niedermeyer goes 1 for 2 here on the free throws. And now Russelletta is going to get called for a travel. So ball back with the Redhawks with 36.9 to go. And Parsippany with a long pass there over to Schmeider. Now over to Blackman. Now over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Now over to Kwasemi. Kwasemi still on here, 15 to go. Kwasemi passed it over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Back to Kwasemi, and now with David Niedermeyer. Now Blackman taking a shot here, and this one hits the rim here. Pequannock looking to get maybe one last shot here. Braden Van Len hits one here from half court here, but that one's just short by a mile, unfortunately. And that'll do it for the third. And Pequannock will have to come from behind here, entering the fourth. So it's 43-31, Parsippany with the lead. Pequannock has a lot of work to do. They had a very good first half, but the second half, with the start of the third quarter here, and now that's over. It's been a little bit rough here for Pequannock. They're going to have a good fourth quarter in order to win this game here at home. So here we are as we come out of this third quarter here. Pequannock trailing, and now we're entering the fourth. The Redhawks looking to build onto this lead and defend it as well. Pequannock looking to try to find a way to come from behind. So here we are in the fourth. Redhawks with the ball here. Kosemi bringing it in. Gets it over to David Niedermeyer. Now a shot here. And this one hits the backside of the rim. That was Alex Schmeider with the shot. Russelletta trying to go for a pass here. He turns it over to Thomas Niedermeyer. And he makes Russelletta pay as he scores 2. Redhawks up 45-31. And we got a foul here. It'll be on Parsippany. Cello Rubino with it here. Over to Russelletta. Russelletta. Now over to Jack Picardo. And Cello Rubino nearly turned it over, but he's able to hold on there and keep it alive for Pequannock. Cello Rubino trying to get through here. Gets a shot off the front of the rim. And a rebound here by Russelletta. It goes over. We got a whistle here. Had a brief injury timeout. Looks like it was number 21, Yusuf Kasemi there. And looks like he'll get up, but he is limping a bit there, which is unfortunate here for the Redhawks. Hopefully he is all right. Replacing him will be number 11. That's Quincy Sanchez. So Parsippany with the ball again here. David Niedermeyer bringing it in here. And a shot here. It's going to go over the rim. Entire net in general. Now Jack Picardo over to Cello Rubino here. Cello Rubino over to Russelletta. Russelletta taking a shot here. And this one is no good. Redhawks still with it here. It's David Niedermeyer, and he turns it over to Cello Rubino. So Cello Rubino here with it here. Bringing it in for Pequannock. Now Jack Picardo with it. 6 minutes to go here. Pequannock needs to score some points here. They have struggled here in this second half. They need to find something. Jack Picardo. And now it's another one that's no good. Hits the front of the rim. Thomas Niedermeyer bringing it through here and in. Now Alex Schmeider with it here. Nearly turned it over. And on a second try there, Pequannock's able to force the turnover. Brandon Van Len. And he's not capitalized on it, but we got a foul. So a foul here on Parsippany. This will give Brandon Van Len 2 free throw attempts here. He needs to definitely hit these in order to keep Pequannock alive. Van Len hits the first one. It's now 45-32. And the second one is no good. Hitting the backside of that rim there, a bit of the backboard in the process. And we got another foul here, looks like. It's on Pequannock, so Parsippany will remain with the ball here. So Parsippany with 2 fouls and Pequannock with 1 in this fourth quarter. Ball loose here. Parsippany nearly loses it here. Let's see what the whistle's on here. It looks like it'll be just a timeout. Let's see what it's on. It's going to be on Pequannock. So Pequannock down to 3 timeouts remaining. They need to find something here in this fourth quarter. They have struggled to score, and Parsippany has gotten red hot here when it comes to scoring. So while we're at that, we might as well do a little studio update here for the girls basketball team. So let's do that for you guys while we got a little bit of time. So Pequannock girls basketball, it's still the third quarter in that game. Pequannock looks like they're up, I think, 26-18 or 28-18. Not really sure because part of the scoreboard is blocked. But I believe it is 26 or 28-18. So here we are as we come out of this timeout. Pequannock needing something here. Layup here, and Parsippany gets 2. 47-32, Red Hawks leading. And now, Jack Picardo bringing it in here for Pequannock. Jack Picardo over to Brayden Van Len. Now Russelletta taking a shot here, and Russelletta gets 2 for Pequannock. And now the Red Hawks setting up here. Blackman with it. Blackman gets it over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Thomas Niedermeyer bringing it in here, but he turns it over, but Pequannock turns it back over. Ball knocked loose, it's turned over again, Pequannock gets it back. Gets it over to Russelletta. And now Charlie Rubino, and he's fouled. So, foul here on the Red Hawks. And Charlie Rubino will go to the free throw line. Trying to get 2 here for the Golden Panthers. And Charlie Rubino gets it. We'll look to try to get the other one. Charvino gets the second one. Huge here for Pequannock as they look to try to get themselves back into here with the time winding down. So just 4:06 to go here. We got, I believe, another foul here. Yes. It'll be on Pequannock right here at center court. Well, I should say roughly around center court. But foul here on Pequannock. And now Parsippany will continue here with the ball. Blackman with it here for the Red Hawks. Thomas Niedermeyer. Now over to David Niedermeyer. Now over to Blackman. Over to Thomas Niedermeyer. Nearly turned it over there, but gets it to David Niedermeyer. Now Blackman here, and he gets 2. Jack Picardo bringing it back here. Now Russelletta with it. And a shot here by Michael D'Amico, and he hits 3! And now this game is a 10-point game. 49-39, Parsippany still leading by 10. And this one's turned over here. Pequannock back with the ball. Russelletta bringing it in here, and he lays this one up. It goes off the backboard here, and we got a foul. So, regardless though, Russelletta will get 2 attempts here at the free throw line to try to inch this game closer here. And Russelletta hits the first one. Again, 3:02 to go here in this fourth quarter. And going for the second one, he gets it. He inches Pequannock a little closer now. But you need some great defense here. And well disciplined here. Try not to commit any fouls here, but Parsippany gets 2 here. So Pequannock bringing this one back here. Michael D'Amico, and he does not get that one off the side of the rim. And Parsippany gets another 2. Russelletta bringing it in here for Pequannock. Russelletta gets over to Brandon Van Len. Van Len over to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo taking a shot here, and he hits 3! And we'll have another timeout here with 2:14 to go. So Pequannock down to 2 timeouts. Parsippany still has 3 remaining. So Pequannock got this game a little closer, but Parsippany was able to get a couple points here to keep that gap somewhat distant. So we'll see what happens here with 2:14 to go here. Pequannock needs to have some scoring opportunities here. They need to capitalize off of them. They have had their chances, but unfortunately have not been able to hit it. So we'll see what happens here as we come out of this timeout. But Parsippany with the ball here. Parsippany bringing this one across here. We got a foul here. It'll be on Pequannock. So Parsippany will remain with the ball here. So Blackman bringing this one in here. Now over to Schmeider. Under 2 minutes to go here. Pequannock needing to force a turnover here or something. And Parsippany gets 2 again. It's an 11-point game right now. Shot here by Charles Rubino. It's short. Parsippany now can slow down. They're definitely going to try to waste as much time as they can here. And this ball, I believe, went out of bounds. Yes, it did. And Pequannock gets a break here. They'll get the ball back here with 1:32 remaining. And Pequannock needs to act fast now. It's crunch time here at Ruth Keller Gymnasium. Jack Picardo. And now hits the rim. Rebound there. Stolen away. But turned over. And this one goes out of bounds. Let's see. And it looks like it will be Parsippany's ball. So Pequannock not able to capitalize and hold on to that ball off the turnover. Parsippany with it here. Yes, Thomas Niedermeyer brings it in here. And this one's turned over. Russelletta. And he loses the ball. Turned over again. Back to the Redhawks. And the Redhawks don't get this one. So break here for Russelletta. And this one's turned over again. And less than a minute to go here. Pequannock trying to steal the ball back here. And it'll be an intentional, no, I was going to say intentional foul, but no, it'll be a timeout. We'll see who it's on. It'll be on Parsippany, so both teams now at 2 timeouts remaining. So it's an 11-point Parsippany lead. Pequannock has got just seconds to spare here. So it's 50.7 seconds here in the fourth. Crunch time here. So here we are coming out of the timeout. It'll be Parsippany's ball. So Parsippany is just going to do what they can here to waste as much time as they can. And trying to pass that one there. Went off of Jack Picardo. And this ball is loose here. It's out of bounds. And it's Pequannock's ball with 44.2 to go. So Pequannock with the ball here, and we got a foul. It'll be on Parsippany. So free throw here. The first one for Cello Rubino is good. He'll try to get another one here. Game's at 10 points now. We're going to bring it down to a 9-point Parsippany lead here. And this one is no good. 1 for 2 here. And Pequannock able to steal it back here and get another 2. So it's 55-47. 35 seconds to go here. Pequannock doing anything they can here. And it'll be a foul. So Parsippany to the free throw line. It is David Niedermeyer. And he'll get the first one to make it 56-47. And the second one is good. And this game's back within 10 with 30 seconds to go. Jack Picardo, and he doesn't get that first one. It goes over the rim. Rebound is good for 2. And 21 seconds to go. We got another timeout here. It's going to be Pequannock taking a timeout. So Pequannock with 1 timeout remaining after this one. Parsippany still got 2. And while we're at it, we'll do one final studio update here for girls basketball. With 4:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Pequannock currently leads 34-20. So Pequannock girls basketball already looking to start the season off 2-0 after finishing 3-22 last year. So they're already gotten 2 out of their what they had 3 wins last year in just the first 2 games of the season. If they're able to hold this one down, so girls basketball looking remarkably solid to start off the season. We'll have to see as time progresses on here. And same for the boys team here. So 21 seconds exactly on the dot remaining in this fourth quarter. And as this time burns down here, Thomas Niedermeyer with a year. And we got our foul. First free throw attempt here by Parsippany is good. And it's 58-49. Looking for the second try. And it is no good. 19 seconds to go, but Parsippany able to get it back, but it's turned over here to Russelletta. And he doesn't get this layup. Rebound try here. No good. And another try there. And it's 58-51 with 6.3 seconds to go. We got another timeout. So Pequannock with no timeouts remaining. They've used their final one. Parsippany still got 2. So Parsippany is looking to burn off this remaining time here in this fourth quarter here to pick up a road victory here and spoil Pequannock's home opener. So Parsippany will have the ball with 6.3 to go here. And 5 seconds and counting. And the clock will run here, and that'll do it here at Ruth Keller Gymnasium as Pequannock's home opener is spoiled here by the visiting Parsippany Redhawks with a final score of 58-51. So here's the handshakes. But anyways, once again, your final score, Parsippany 58 and Pequannock 51. Pequannock will drop down to an overall record of 1-1-0 and also, or excuse me, just 1-1 and 1-1 in the NJAC Independence Division. Parsippany remains undefeated as they'll advance to 2-0 and will also go 2-0 in the division. Same division, the Independents. Anyways, my name is Tarkas Zach. We hope you guys enjoyed this TJK Network broadcast here at Ruth Keller Gymnasium. We will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Peace out.